I went from this to this in 12 weeks. So how did I do it? These last few months I've been feeling a bit low because I still feel like my skinny old self. So I took on the biggest challenge I've ever faced in my entire life. Bit dramatic. But I set a goal to get out of this skinny, weak body for good in just 12 weeks. Now I'm going to show you how I did it, step by step. I was non-stop training, eating like a monster, and measuring everything including sleep schedule, water intake, stress levels, and even energy levels throughout the day. So if you stay to the end of this video, you'll learn the 4 most important things I did to achieve this goal in just 12 weeks. Let's go! I've just quit my job at this factory to be a full-time personal trainer. When I was at the factory before, I was getting no sleep, literally, like 6 hours a day?
Less than that.
Yeah, I was waking up at 4:30 in the morning or 5 o'clock sometimes. And my stress levels were very high because I had so much that I was meant to do. I quit on Wednesday and I'll be full-time PT. So now we need to go weigh ourselves at the gym and do all these measurements.
23.5.
What?
123.5.
I was going to say, I'm not as small. Oh,
Line there.
122.5.
Oh.
My 54 inch, that is.
So this is from week 1 to week 12. Here are my results. I've gone up in everything except for my calves. So, yeah. My calves went down by 0.4 centimeters. This could be due to I wasn't training my calves. It's not priority for me. I don't want little skinny guy calves, obviously, and I used to always train them, but just for the sake of this, I just want to focus on the big things and go home, really. But my chest has grew by 4 centimeters, which is a lot in 12 weeks. So maybe, obviously when you wrap it around your chest, it includes your back too. So it's probably 2 centimeters on my back, 2 centimeters on my chest. My right arm by 3 centimeters. That's amazing. Waist plus 3 centimeters. That's obviously because I gained some weight, gained like 2% body fat, and I've been eating more, so obviously my stomach's gonna be expanding, and I've plus 3 centimeters. So I'm not such a skinny guy no more. My waist, obviously, you don't want to keep getting a bigger waist, because then you'll just be a square. You want to be a Dorito. Everyone wants the upside down triangle body. My hips grew. So I've been training, when I was training legs, I was training my bum a lot. I was doing hip thrusts, which not many guys do, but it improves your speed, it improves your strength. You will benefit a lot even with your posture just by training your glutes. So they grew by 3.4 centimeters. That's amazing. Yeah, those are my results. The first thing we'll go over is my workout split. So what I did was a 6-day split. Throughout the week, I did legs first because that'll boost your testosterone with a massive leg compound movements. Then I did push. I started with chest because it's the biggest muscle. Then I went to shoulders, then I went to triceps. And day 3 was pull. So that's obviously back and biceps, that was amazing. Back and biceps is my favorite workout to do. And then I just repeated that again. So I did legs, push, pull, rest. The 7th day was a rest, and it's a lot of work to do 6 days non-stop. So you have to eat right, you have to do everything proper, you have to get good sleep, and you can't go sleep at 10 o'clock one night and then go sleep at 1 o'clock the next night. It has to be the same. So it's a lot of work. But if you're a beginner, don't just focus on my split. Don't do a whole 6 days of intense like this. Start off a bit smaller, start off with 4 days. So I do upper, lower, rest, upper, lower, rest. So for each muscle group, like let's say legs, I had 2 days to rest. 2 days to heal isn't that much. You could go with 3 days if you want to get maximized results when you're doing your workouts, like 1 rep maxes and that. But I wasn't focusing on that. I was focusing on actual muscle growth, which is hypertrophy. And this is in the 8 to 12 rep range for about 3 to 4 sets. You should have 1 to 2 minute rest, but I had 0. I literally didn't rest at all. I just kept pushing and pushing and pushing. So it worked on my endurance. I was sweating like mad. So imagine that 6 days a week, sweating, no rest in between sets, and you just keep going and going and going and going, repping it. It was intense. I don't expect any people to do that unless you're like at least 2 years into your training, maybe 3 years into your training. I'm 5 years in, just over now. As long as you know what you're doing with good form, you can't really go wrong. And I also trained each muscle group twice a week, obviously, because the 6-day split. It was 2 legs, 2 push, 2 pulls. Train them at least twice a week, and some people even say 3 times a week, but you'll have to change your workout split for that, and I don't do that. So twice a week for me is perfect on each muscle group. And also training 6 days a week. This is why I kept my activity minimal during the week. So anything outside of the gym, if you want me to walk up a hill, I'm not doing it. I'm saving calories. I'll just sit on a settee and let these calories sink in. So I can convert some to fat, because I was 8% body fat. Now I've gone up to 10%, so that's a big increase. And I look a lot healthier as well. 8%, I was really skinny. Always eat a lot of fish when you're weight training like this. If you eat meat, eat a lot of meat. It costs a lot of money, so don't go overboard. Don't have like 200 grams of protein a day. Have like 100 grams to 150. Sometimes I just had 100 grams and I still built this amount of muscle. So it saves you a lot of money not buying all this protein. Don't go overboard with it. Okay, so how did I do it? We'll get into it now. Ready? Number 1. Increase your body fat percentage. Now there's a few things we can talk about this. So this is to consume a lot of calories and not to burn them all off, like I just said. And I actually made a video that I'll link at the end of this video, and it's about how I ate 8,400 calories in under 12 hours. So that was a really big goal for me. So any skinny guys that's thinking like, oh, I can't eat 3,000, 4,000 calories, you can. I've just ate 8,400 calories there. So if I can eat over 8,000 calories, you can have at least 3,000 a day. It's not hard. You can just literally have 3 meals a day, each containing 1,000 calories. You're done. Even adding shakes. We'll talk about that in a minute actually. Number 2, include smoothies and shakes to increase your calorie intake. Get a blender. I've just bought a blender really cheap. And I put oats in it, I put full fat milk, I don't like peanut butter, I used to put that in. And then I put a few fruits in it, just so it's more nutritious. Because it's way easier to drink 1,000 calories than it is to eat 1,000 calories. So make sure you're including at least 1 shake a day, and that'll just boost your calories up. Make sure you don't have water, make sure you have milk. Milk is so important. There's way more calories in milk than water. There's no calories in water. So you're literally wasting all that liquid. You could have milk and boost up them calories by a lot. Right, so number 3, we have don't drink before a big meal, because water fills you up, so you won't eat as much, obviously. And it slows down your weight gain progress if you do that. So if you want to eat an 1,000 calorie meal though, you can have water during the meal, because that'll lube up your throat. But don't go overboard on the water, it'll just waste stomach space. What you want to do is have the more food and then just have little sips of water just to try to get more down. And eat faster as well. If you eat faster, you will not feel as full fast, and then you can eat more, and then at the end of it, you'll be like stuffed, but at least you'll get the calories in. Number 4 is stay away from brown foods. I talked about this in my calorie video. What I want you to do is eat more white bread, white pasta, and white rice, because brown foods contain lots of fiber, so they keep you fuller for longer, which is great news for fat people, but is the actual enemy of a skinny guy. So always opt for white bread, white stuff like that, because you'll feel hungrier quicker and then you can eat more. Simple. Number 5, use more fats on your foods, like cheese on your pasta, sunflower oil when you cook your chicken, or olive oil. A lot of people in the other video said, don't use sunflower oil, use olive oil. Fine. But if you're cheap like me, I'll go for sunflower oil. And don't forget to use your full fat milk, not semi-skimmed or skimmed. And obviously it's easier to get your calories in through fats because they have 9 calories per gram, but carbs and proteins have 4 calories per gram. So you'll be using more food to get the calories in, so you might as well implement a lot of fats. Okay, now we're on point 2. Do what you're literally made for, which is calisthenics. Now this is a big one and it's a controversial topic. Those who say you can't build muscle through calisthenics, you're wrong. My training is mainly calisthenics, that's what I start with, and weight training is just a nice little thing to implement after. But calisthenics, I start with things like the planche, muscle ups, the human flag, which I used to be able to do a lot, and now I haven't done it in years. I've literally just tried it again a few days ago, and this is what I did. Weighted pull-ups. Make sure you try to include weight when you start to get good at pull-ups, and then at least add 5 kg on, then 10, then 30, and just keep going up. I think I'm on 30 kg pull-ups now with weights, because I did that eating thing, which boosted me up because I was 72 kg, and then I went up to 78. So this eating thing is working, and you will get amazing results from it. Also, front levers, that's a really good thing to do. Strengthen your entire core and your back. Handstand push-ups, weighted push-ups, so get your friend to put a weight on your back, and weighted dips. These are really good, and this gives you a massive pump. Especially as a skinny guy, your veins will be popping. So obviously if you're just starting out in your skinny to muscular journey, start with the basics, push-ups, squats, pull-ups, you know, and then start adding the weight as you progress. And make sure your form's good, or else there's no point doing it. Like, there's little things that you can do. You'll be doing less reps and less weight with good form, but at least you'll be having good form. So it'll actually work the muscle properly, rather than just cheap repping it, like this, what I'm doing here. So that was a fast one, that was. We're on to point 3 now. Prioritise masculine muscle groups. So this is the things that'll make you look bigger, and then the girls will go, ooh. First thing is gonna be chest. You wanna work on chest? You want big boobs, okay? Big boobs are really good, so then you'll be able to do this. little tenses like that. 2 together. You'll also work on your shoulders, mainly your side delts. So you've got front, mid, and rear delts. Your mid delts are what's going to make you look like that triangle. So I've said chest, I've said shoulders, and of course, the back. In particular, the latissimus dorsi. You've got 2 things you can train with back. You can do the thickness and you can do the width. The thickness is this way. So this is like doing rows and you're pulling. That's pulling towards you. Yeah, you'll get a nice thick back, but you won't see the Dorito shape that you want to see. So what you're going to do is do some pull-ups. So you want to start with weighted pull-ups, then do wide grip pull-ups, and then end on the lat pull down. And that's 3 massive exercises that you can do, all one after another, and then boom, your muscles are completely ripped and they'll build back stronger and you'll look massive because you've got big chest, big side delts, and big lats. And don't forget, focus on where you should be squeezing and how fast you're lifting. Keep it controlled and always release slower than you contract. Say you're on lat pull down, you're gonna lift up slow. Then you're gonna pull down pretty fast, but not too fast that the weight just goes flying. Same with chest press. You're gonna push up nice and fast, lower slow. Same thing with bicep curls. You're gonna go up fast, tense, down slow. Fully extend to the bottom, boom, straight back up. And we're on to the last point now. This is crucial. This is the main thing that I want you to take away from this video. So that is, make it a lifestyle, not a goal. All these people that I'm training have made it a lifestyle, and that's why they're getting the results. But the people that are dead flaky and they're not actually joining me, they're just saying, I want a good body, but I'm not really in the mood for it. I haven't got the motivation. I'm like, well, you're not gonna get it then, are you? Because you're just trying to focus on it as a goal. Goals never work. You'll never get to your goals. You have to make it a lifestyle. And then your goals just naturally come. Like, I've got this body from consistently going to the gym every single day, some rest days obviously, eating a lot of good foods, and I have to keep doing it. So if you've got to mentally focus on keep coming to the gym every single day, you're not going to do it. It's just not going to happen. You've got to just be that person in your own head. You've got to say, yeah, I'm a gym guy. Even if you just started the gym this week, you've got to be the gym guy. Just do the little bits and pieces. And as soon as you start getting the hang of things, then you can just say, okay, I'll go to the gym 3 times a week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And you stick to that. And then if anyone says you're coming out for a meal on Friday, you say, no, I'm going to the gym at this time, but I can come to you after. And then you stick to it, simple as that. So don't forget, don't follow my routine. This is just what I did to maintain this body. You might be different, you might need a different type of plan. So go at your own pace, take it slow, and create these successful habits one by one. And you'll be facing obstacles every single day, so you've just got to get on with it and move past them as they come. And same for you guys, if I'm making videos like this now, this is helping you, I'd love to see that it's helping you. So put it in the comments, anything else you want. I'm up for making any single video for skinny guys like me. And if you want to sign up for my personal training, the link will be in the description. It's all online. Obviously, I'm a qualified personal trainer, and I will give you a tailored program just for your body, for your sleep schedule, for your stress levels, your diet. We'll improve your diet. We'll work on boosting your testosterone, making your confidence really present in your gym training. And we'll focus on massive compound movements and increasing your weight by at least 2.5 kg on every major exercise. So you'll just keep going up every single week, 2.5 kg, 2.5. And it doesn't sound like much, but really think about it. 2.5 kg every week. That's an extra 120 kg per exercise in a year. You won't be able to lift that. You'll hit plateaus and you'll have to get over all these obstacles. There'll be so many things you face. So if you want any advice on that, link in the description. This is my one-to-one online personal training. And if you do sign up, this journey that you're on will be worthwhile. You will literally hit your results, and I promise you 100% results guaranteed or your money back. That's how it works. My programs are literally structured perfectly for each individual. So if you want these results faster than on your own, give me a message and I look forward to hearing from you. Oh, and if you want to watch me eat 8,400 calories in under 12 hours, here it is.